Hey, welcome to the Vacay Garden with D. I am D. So, as we know, spring is approaching fast. So, I was going through my seeds to just, think about what I wanted to grow for the spring and organize my seeds as best I can because organization as far as my seeds go needs some work. But so I went through all of my seeds and got them organized, what I wanted to grow for 2025. So the fruiting plants as well as herbs and flowers that I plan to grow. And it's a lot. So here are all of the plants that I will be growing for 2025. So that is quite a lot of plants, but I do have a lot of area to cover here in my garden. Even though my area is small, it's just a regular normal backyard garden, but I've packed a lot into this backyard. But what I was also thinking about as I was going through these seeds, I thought to myself, hey, if you could only grow 15 plants, what would they be? So it was really hard, because you see what I'm going to be growing. I have a lot of things that I'll be growing. It was really hard to choose 15. But I did it. So let's see what those 15 plants are. All right, so I have my 15 plants. Let me state this in advance. I super love peppers. love peppers. So a lot of these are peppers, quite a few of them. But if you a pepper lover like me, you're going to be excited. All right, so the very first one is loofah. I will definitely be growing loofah. So I grew loofah for the first time last spring, and it was so fun. I didn't grow a lot, just a couple of plants. I got, I think, like 4 loofah from those plants because it was an experiment. I was learning, but it was so fun to me. So loofah, and these seeds are from M.I. Gardener. The second one will be eggplants. I cannot have a garden without growing eggplants, and I actually normally grow the longer and thinner Chinese eggplant, but last season I grew these regular, I think these, Black Beauty eggplants also, and they did wonderfully. So eggplant will be one. I also want to try some white eggplant. I've been seeing that a bit, and I may have to go find some seeds. All right, and number 3 is pickling cucumber. I absolutely love a good pickle, and cucumbers in general, I absolutely love them. I could eat them every day, but I have a mission to make me some pickles this season. So pickling cucumbers, you will be in the garden. All right. Excuse me. Let's see. skip over these. I'm going to do all of the peppers together. Now this one I found out from, I believe her name is Jess. Yes. And I don't want to call her channel name because I may be wrong and I can't, I would rather be correct on that. So I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. But she let me know, I watched one of her videos, and this is, I'm sorry, the sun is glaring, so there we go. Dr. YG's. I watched her video and she talked about how good this tomato was, and I got me some seeds last spring. Honey, when I tell you, she told the truth. These were some wonderful tomatoes. I had some so many bacon and tomato sandwiches. Yes. So Dr. YG's will be in the garden. I have quite a few seeds. Yes. And so these are also tomatoes. These are, it just says Vine Tomato, and the seed company is Cemaha Seeds. It's CEMEHA Seeds. I got these about 2 springs ago, and when I say I had an absolute overabundance of cherry tomatoes, I may even still have some in the freezer from then. These were awesome, very prolific, wonderful tasting. Get you some. Excuse me. And number 6 is Cherokee Purple Tomato. This was another tomato that I grew for the first time last season. I think Jess talked about this one as well. Delicious. Delicious. And it's different. It's beautiful. Cherokee Purple. Okay, so we have gone through 6 of the plants that I will be growing in 2025 so far. And once I had picked everything, all 15, and I went through them, and I realized from here on it's all peppers. Like I knew I loved peppers, but I did not know that I was such a pepper lover. But it is what it is. Okay, so the first pepper that I will be growing is a Cubanelle. A Cubanelle sweet pepper. It is a wonderful, wonderful roasting pepper. Very, very good, like on the grill. Just wonderful pepper. And the next one is a habanada. So last spring was my first time growing the habanada, because like I like a moderate amount of spice, like but sometimes I don't always want that. So I thought I would try out these habanadas, and surprisingly they actually had a little spice on them, but very good. More so of the habanero type flavor comes through more than the heat. It still had a little heat, because it say heatless, or at least the ones I grew. It still had a little bit of heat on these, but very good, delicious. And so the next one is the actual habanero. Yes, because like I said, I like a little heat sometimes. I want to get a little bit more comfortable with cooking with more spicier peppers. So I want to make sure that I grow those. And these are one that I will always grow because I love them. And of course, that is a jalapeno. Love, love, love jalapenos. Like, you just can't go wrong with a jalapeno. And of course, the California Wonder. It's your classic bell pepper, and I cook with bell peppers in just about everything. Like, yeah, bell peppers and onions goes in just about everything. So that one, California Wonder. And another bell pepper that I really enjoyed last spring, I got these from Haas Tools. It is the King Arthur bell pepper. This one is a really good, it grows a really good sized bell pepper. Excuse me, which is what I was looking for when I ordered these. And they did not disappoint. King Arthur bell pepper was a great one. I think all the rest of these are from Haas. And so this next one, let me turn it around so you can see the package. It is a poblano. And this is what it looks like. It's a very dark, almost black looking poblano once it's ripe. And so last spring, I got these just to grow something different, try something new. You know, it's dark. I've never had that before. You know, the normal ones are the reds, the yellows, the greens. You know, those type of colors in your peppers. So to get one that is almost black, it's really kind of like a dark purplish kind of color when it's ripe. But it is very prolific. Like, it did wonderfully for me. So I want to grow that again. And they were delicious. And we have 2 more left and of our 15. And this pepper is also from Haas Tools. It is a early sunshine pepper. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, they were very, very, very sweet and delicious. So I'm definitely growing this again. And also the colors are just wonderful. That's one thing I love about the spring garden. It's just there's so many colors and everything is so vibrant. It's just, I love the spring garden. And now this last one, this pepper was so prolific in my garden. I feel like I will forever grow this little pepper. It is a gypsy pepper. It produced and produced and produced. I got several rounds of peppers from this pepper. Of course, you can see this also came from Haas Tools. But the gypsy pepper, get you some. I promise you, you get you some. All right, so we made it through. We made it through all 15 plants that I will definitely be growing in my 2025 garden, along with all of the rest of these. So I thank you so much for spending time with me. I thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, for sharing. I appreciate you so much. Also too, I'm going to add this in here. If you have not already thought about what you're going to plant for spring, or start any preparation for spring, go ahead and do that, or at least be thinking about it, because spring is gonna be here before you know it. And I am in North Florida, zone 9B, so our winter is, you blink your eyes and it's over, and spring will be upon us. So if you're anywhere near me or in a similar zone, you really have to start thinking about spring. As long as our weather permits on tomorrow, I plan to actually starting seeds. So I'm going to start planting some seeds on tomorrow. I have prepared my heat mats today for that. So I was getting everything laid out, because right now it's cold, it's chilly outside, but that's why I'm in my greenhouse right now, because it's chilly. I don't want to feel the breeze. So I know my soil, which I store outside, is cold. So I have my heat mats on and going, so as soon as I plant seeds, those seeds can then go on those heat mats and warm. That's going to aid in germination of my seeds. So that's just some forethought that I had today, knowing that I plan to start seeds on tomorrow. So if you aren't gardening, or you haven't planned to start a garden, think about it. And if you have, then think about when you plan to start, or what you plan to grow, or get the ball rolling with that. All right, I'm done going all off on a tangent. I appreciate you for stopping by, spending time with me. I will pick y'all up on tomorrow. When I start my seeds, I'll let you guys know what I'm starting first, and take you through that process. Until then, see you next time. Bye-bye.